Hey guys, it's Gita. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing this tutorial using the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive stack. This was inspired by a look that LilacBat did on Instagram and YouTube, so I kind of stole some ideas from her. Originally I wanted to just do like a get ready with me, so I'm sorry if as a tutorial it's a little scattered, but I wanted to talk through the steps a bit. So I'm laying down a base shade. This is a peach shade from the Viseart Neutral Mattes palette, all over the lid and under the eyes as well. Then I'm going to be taking Radon, which is the orange color from the Melt stack. And as you can see here, I've taken a pretty large fluffy blending brush to apply it, which I know normally with really bright intense colors you want to use smaller, denser brushes. But here I'm actually taking basically just a wash of color over my lid to the outer and to the inner corner. And this is sort of going to be a base to add more color over it. Really the key with these shadows is building, and blending. So you really have to build up the colors to get the intensity that you want. So here I'm just buffing the edges out using a Real Techniques brush, basically just smoothing all of the edges over. And then as you can see, I'm taking a little bit more of that Radon color and sort of packing that into the outer corner and bringing it onto the lid as well. So really it's just going to be layers and layers of me adding more product and just blending as I go. Then I'm taking Neon, which is the yellow color, and it's going to be going into my inner corner and onto the lid as well. It's kind of creating a little bit of a gradient effect here, but this is really the color that I want most intensely packed onto the inner corner. I'm going to be sweeping this up onto the brow bone as well, but as you can see, the color has sort of lightened out towards the edges, so I don't want like bright yellow all the way to my brows, but I am kind of sweeping that color up. The great thing about having like a peach shadow, Peach Smoothie by Geek would be a great one to use. You can take a little bit more of that peach shadow here. I'm using the Viseart one and kind of bring a little bit of that up to the brow bone, and that kind of brings the yellow and the orange together. So next I'm taking the color Radioactive, which is this pink color, and just be aware this particular color might stain your eyes. It did stain my eyes. After I did this look the following day, I had this like ring of just pink around my eyes that it just did not wash off all the way, so it's just something to be aware of. It did go away after like a full day, but maybe, I don't know, if that concerns you, just be aware of that. So I'm taking a pencil brush, basically sweeping this to the lower lash line, not all the way in, but basically about a little more than halfway in, and then I'm also taking some to the outer V as well. So essentially I'm going to pack a little bit of that color on and go back out and kind of buff the color out. So as you can see here, I basically want the color concentrated on the outer corner. I'm not going to be doing any winged liner or anything like that, so I'm really creating sort of that elongated eye shape with just the eyeshadow. So here I'm taking that larger blending brush and basically buffing the color out just a little bit, and as you can see, it's really creating that gradient effect over the lid as well. So the yellow, the orange, the pink are kind of just blending together. And the yellow, as you can see, kind of faded because I did blend so much, so I went just back and packed a little more of that on. And again, that's kind of the name of this look, is you basically do have to go back and kind of build up the color again and sort of add more as you go. Totally play it by ear and see how it's going for you, but that's kind of what I had to do. So I'm taking the shade Xenon, which is the green color. I'm taking that to my inner corner, sort of the lower inner half of my lower lash line. This color I had the most trouble with in terms of just building up the pigment, so I did have to pack quite a bit on just really for it to show up. And this one too, it's not completely matte. It actually has kind of like micro particles of shimmer in it, which I don't find with any of the other shadows, but this one does. So just sweeping away some more fallout. Kind of just packing that on and really getting it onto my lash line as well, and kind of blending the pink and the green together. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Taking that pencil brush again, I'm putting a little more of the pink on, and I'm kind of just very gently buffing that line between where the green and the pink meet, so that you can still distinctly see both colors, but there's kind of a smooth transition between the two as well. So that's what we have so far. I'm now taking Promiscuous, which is the purple shade, actually from a different Melt stack. It's from the Lovesick stack. Certainly if you don't have this color, use another, dark purple eyeshadow. Basically what I'm doing is kind of creating a little bit of an outer V here. So I'm actually taking a small detailer brush and basically bringing the product slightly out, like at a 45-degree angle, kind of up and out, and then bringing it kind of into my crease as well. Not all the way in, but about halfway in my eye. So I'm really just applying the color. And as you can see, I'm making sort of small sweeping motions with this brush. And then I will be going back in with a slightly larger brush to kind of buff the colors out and to kind of blend everything in. So I want some of this onto my lower lash line also, because that's really going to just help kind of create some definition there. And yeah. All right, so now I'm taking that slightly larger pencil brush again, and I'm kind of buffing the lower lash line. I'm also buffing into the crease as well. Basically just going back and kind of blending those outer edges so that purple really kind of blends into that pink. So I'm actually taking Shimma Shimma by Makeup Geek onto my lid, and I'm kind of just blending that in, adding a little more of the yellow. Again, it's a process. So I kind of was just buffing everything together. That's my husband. He just came in to see what I was doing. I said something snarky, I'm sure. So now I'm kind of buffing up to my brow bone again, being careful to leave sort of that crease area intact, but to kind of blend up, sweeping away fallout, and I'm blending some more. If you ever doubt if you've blended enough, you always can just like blend a little more. And if you accidentally blend too much and you get rid of a color, you can add more. So now I'm taking my lashes. These are the Samantha lashes by Blinking Beaute. They are gorgeous. I'm taking some Lip Cosmetics Champagne Wishes glitter to my inner corner, and I always mix with my Graftobian Magic Set Mixing and Lining Liquid. And I basically put a little of that on a brush, and I just pat the glitter in. And I don't know, I thought the glitter really kicked this up a notch. So just putting on some bronzer. This is Tarte's Park Avenue Princess. And then I'm using my Becca Moonstone to highlight my face. You know I love highlights, so I try to keep my face pretty simple because obviously went all out with the eyes. So I kind of just did simple face, simple lips here. Pair with whatever combination makes you feel awesome. And then I used some Makeup Geek Spellbound blush. I took that on my It Cosmetics for Ulta blush brush. So yeah, again, totally mix this up with whatever you want. I do have other face routines where I go a little more in depth with those steps. For my lips, I used MAC Subculture Liner, and then I took NYX Cosmetics Creme Brulee Butter Gloss, which I love this color. And I just did that on my lips. And that pretty much completes the look, you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave any comments, questions, suggestions down below. I hope you guys come back for another video. I will see you guys later. Bye.